Well, there is a lot on the table to talk about with the Fed minutes and the ADP jobs report. Let's break it down now with Ivory Johnson, founder of Delancey Wealth Management. Ivory, welcome back to Arise Xchange.
Thank you for having me.
So let me ask you exactly what the Fed said today about interest rates, because last time they used the word patient. Today they are no longer tying it necessarily to their inflation index. What are they trying to say?
Well, as most married men can attest, they're very careful not to say the wrong word, and so they did say it would be patient, which is to suggest that interest rate rise is not imminent. They said that inflation staying at low numbers or going up would not impact whether or not they raise interest rates. And I think the sense is they don't want to be boxed in. They want to remain flexible. The consensus is that they're going to raise rates sometime in the middle of the year. I'm not so sure that's going to happen, but I think at the end of the day, they want to remain as flexible as possible, and they do not want to spook investors.
Yeah, but why do they feel the need to come up with different language every single month?
Because investors are parsing every single thing that they say. Yeah. If people can read into the statements to say, well, we may raise rates in the next month or two, that's going to provide an exodus for the market. They don't want to be the reason why markets go up or down. That's why they're very careful to parse their words.
Yeah, they say they don't look at the markets, but we know they do. So when it comes to inflation, they've always been talking about wage inflation and people earning more money. Is that now off the table, that they may push up interest rates before that actually happens?
Well, this time they talked about core inflation, and core inflation just suggests, anything that has a big shock can be taken out of the equation. But wage growth has not picked up substantially. It's nothing nefarious. It's not a function of the economy not recovering. If you consider that Kodak had 147,000 employees in 1997, Facebook has 8,000 employees. Right. So all that's happened, and by the way, Kodak is out of business. Facebook is publishing more photos than Kodak ever did. So we've seen a certain transition either through global economy or technology that has suppressed wage growth. The concern, of course, is that with energy prices where they're at, that could facilitate more layoffs of high wage earning jobs
in the energy sector, certainly. But could it also tames inflation, doesn't it?
That's exactly right. I think it just buys the Fed more time before they raise rates. Understand that even though we've had 57 straight months of private sector job growth. I think jobless claims are at a 14-year low. We've got job openings at a 13-year high. If you counterbalance that with what's happening in Europe, again, that gives the Fed a little bit more flexibility. You add on the fact that oil prices are low, again, as that's a function of what's happening with the economy slowing down outside of the United States.
Ivory, real quickly here, what are the risks for the market then for your clients?
Well, the risk obviously is interest rates go up. Stock prices are all a function of future cash flow. As interest rates go up, those cash flows aren't worth as much. It also gives people another place to go. But the real risk, I think, is that if we have financial engineering and the market goes too far and the valuations get too stretched, that when they do come back into balance, it's too big of a shock.
All right, Ivory Johnson, thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.